The theme for our practice today is continuing to practice with the fourth Brahma Vihara. The Brahma Viharas are the practices of the heart, heavenly abodes. First one being metta, loving kindness. Second one being karuna, compassion. Third one, mudita, vicarious joy. And the fourth one being upekkha, or equanimity. And we've been going through all the Brahma Viharas since the beginning of the year, methodically. So the practice of equanimity, or upekkha, is a crown jewel of Buddhist practice. And it shows up on so many different lists. And as I was saying, on Friday, there are 10 different types of equanimity. And some of you might have been familiar with the 7 factors of awakening. Equanimity shows up there in a different way. It shows up there supporting our awakening, our being in the world. And with Brahma Viharas, as these 4 fantastic practices, equanimity shows up as a way relationally. It shows up relationally for us to practice with relation to ourselves, with relation to others, people we care about, people we don't know, all beings, etc. So it becomes a relational practice in some way. And it's a beautiful practice. It's the near enemy of it, as I mentioned, and it's worth mentioning again, is aloofness or indifference. And sometimes we might mistakenly think of equanimity as not caring, just being aloof, indifferent. But that's the near enemy. That's the masquerader. It's what masquerades as equanimity. Equanimity, and again, it's okay to fall into the near enemy or even the far enemy, which is the attachment and aversion. That's the far enemy. So it's not a sin for those things to arise. Oh, they arise, you notice what's happening and you learn. You learn from where the heart and the mind is falling. Oh, yeah, I'm veering a little towards the right. I'm veering towards the left. So yeah, you learn you learn better about this practice by actually falling into the near and far enemies and realize this doesn't quite feel like equanimity, and seeing what is needed to adjust your own practice. So don't think like you've made a mistake or it's a waste of time. No, it's whatever practice, however it arises for you, as long as you're aware and you don't self-judge, and you just kind of you're curious, like, oh, what's happening here? How do I work with this? It's all good. So one more thing to say about equanimity before we start our practice together is that there is a sense of care in equanimity. There's a sense of care, presence, even warmth, which holds everything that arises and passes with a sense of peace, with a sense of equipoise and stability.